All right. Welcome back to Argus episode 4. In the last video, quite a bit has happened. Jenny's in the hospital, got attacked by Argus because she didn't listen to Tongue Tied. Betty's rekindling her relationship with her father and got an eyelid lock, which helps with securing one of the components to defeat and destroy Argus, which was that eyelid lock, which is the component to an instrument to take out eyesight or something like that, right? We almost got the soil, but Jenny got attacked by Argus Ben, and Pastor Sartorius was able to find Jenny or heard the commotion and then went out there and found Jenny, took Jenny in and kind of patched her up a little bit as best he could, and then got an ambulance to her. So now Jenny is at a hospital called like St. Peter's Hospital, I think it is, and that's kind of like where we are. In the last video, we also got an awesome premium chat option authors chat that involved the star of reality games, Charlie, and the afterthought, Hans. And we were able to get Karsten's memory to kind of come back a little bit. And what was really cool is that Charlie re-imaged Hans, and at least twice. You know, we got him to re-image Super Hans as well as Jedi Hans. But what was really cool was the re-imaging of Jedi Hans. I thought that picture actually looked amazing, and Charlie did a great job. And honestly, Charlie should have just been the one to create Hans. And I think Hans would be much more tolerable if if Charlie was the one that created Hans. I'm just saying. Uh, Either way, let's find out what's going on in this next part of the story. If you guys have been enjoying Argus, be sure to hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel for more content just like this, and join the Tethered. So we were talking with the group, but then Nico reached out to us through the EO messenger. Nico says, hi, Tongue Tied. Sorry, I was so engrossed in Michael's notes, I didn't even notice you texted me. I think Nico is going to help us find the sacred object of a killer or of a murder or whatever it's called. Now, granted, even though the paper said sanctuary of a murderer, everyone else said sacred object. So we're dealing with that. I don't know. We're gonna find a sacred object, but it's supposed to be the sanctuary, and then Argus is gonna control the world. I just have a feeling something's gonna happen. Somehow somebody's gonna mess up. But either way. All right, Nico, did you find anything interesting in the notes? No worries. So can you help us or not? so Nico, can you help us not? But did you find anything interesting in the notes? Maybe the Mindbender had like this super cool sacred object. I'll get to that. First, about your question. You need a sacred object from Michael, the Mindbender, correct? I guess you have as little time for explanations as I do right now, which is why I suggest let's postpone the why and for what until later. Let's do that later. Hi, Nico. Hi, Tongue Tied, says Tim. In fact, there is one thing that meant more to Michael than anything else. Should I call you quickly? I bet it's the mask. It's gotta be the mask. And which I understand. I get why the mask would mean a lot to Michael. I get it. I completely understand. Premium chat option. Let's have Nico give us a call real quick.
Well, Michael had this creepy mask. He always worried when he talked to his followers, or whatever you want to call them. And he also worried when he was committing the murders as the Mindbender. I sent you a video a while ago. Remember? Wait a minute.
Oh, I remember. There was a mask from Jim Carrey's movie, The Mask. That's exactly what it is.
You are longing for enlightenment.
That is the mask from Jim Carrey's The Mask. Let me tell you, 100%. Tim says, "Yeah, I remember." Anyway, Michael was obsessed with this mask. Even during court hearings, he was constantly babbling about it. He said it was his true image, a part of him. If something was sacred to Michael, then it was his mask. So how do we get it? How do we get the mask? Because I agree. I think it's the mask, 100%. We've been saying it was the mask this entire time. You wouldn't happen to know where the mask is, would you, Nico? Maybe in one of the boxes in Michael's attic. Do you think the police have it? Then surely it has a special place in Michael's house. Do you think one of Michael's followers have it? Ben probably has it. But it probably would be in a special hidden spot in his house. I would have noticed it earlier. Not if it was hidden, Nico. I rather think the police confiscated it as evidence. That's probably also true. It's probably time to use my contacts again. Who are you going to contact this time? Wolf? If anyone knows where the evidence from the Mindbender case is located, then it's Strasser. I'll call him straight away. Wait a second, Tim. I also looked through the files on Michael's USB stick. You know, the one we found in the safe thanks to Tongue Tied. You're welcome. Among other things, it contains a larger file with the name The Following. It contains some information about his followers and thus possibly also on the Argus killer. Send us the info straight away. Very good. This could be an important lead. Please let us know as soon as you find anything. Yeah, let's send us the information right now. Right now. Straight away. Let's go. Don't wait. It's way too much to forward. I compare the names with those in the book. That's how I'll find out who this torn out page was about. Okay. And that's also how I'll find the murderer. I'll be in touch. Sounds good, Nico. So Strasser's going to help us get that mask, I guess, right? We'll send the information over to the Cinnamombies. With Tim and Nico's help, we'll get the sacred object of a murderer. Take a quick look at the chat history. Now it's all down to Tim and his contact. Just take a quick look at the chat history. I don't want to say too much because Ace might be watching in. I don't know if Ace can see the chat history if we send it. But if I send it and say something about the mask and the sacred object, then Ace might see that. Okay, now Betty just threw it out there. The mask. That makes things more difficult again. How are we supposed to get it? Let's wait and see what Tim and the detective have to say. Now I've got some news for you. Says Alicia. You know where we can get the hemlock? That's right. Alicia was looking into the hemlock. Oh, Alicia's a jam genius. A nursery in the neighboring town has the plant listed. Unfortunately, it comes with this note only for medical laboratories and pharmacists. Let me guess, I have to hack something. Now what? That screams for Betty's father. Look, I'll hack into anything. You don't have to worry about that. You can ask me to hack into everything. I've got unlimited Bics. I'll hack into everything. But nope, I don't see how your hacking skills are going to help us here. I'm going to take a closer look at the greenhouse. Somehow I'll get access. Alicia's about to break into the greenhouse. Send us the address and we'll all go together. Nope, Ben, sorry about that. I don't think that's a good idea. We don't need Ben taking out Alicia. All of us, that only costs time. What if Tim and the detective get in touch? Jenny's life is in danger. We'll never let you do this alone. Let her do it alone, Ben. You don't need to be a part of it, Ben. But when we're all together, it only plays into Argus's hands. then he can get all of us at once. You both have a good point. That's why. Ben, Carl, you stay on call in case Tim gets in touch, and Alicia, I'm coming with you. I'm much more comfortable with Betty going with Alicia. However, Betty, make sure you just leave the eyelid lock somewhere that we can get to it, because if you get attacked by Argus with another object of banishment, or object of component to banish and destroy Argus, we can't lose another one. Sounds like a good compromise. Shouldn't Betty accompany Alicia instead? Nope. I don't want Ben to accompany Alicia, but it sounds like a good compromise. I like that. I like it, Betty. So it's a deal. Betty, are you coming to pick me up? I'll be on my way immediately. What was that? That was weird. Strasser. Thanks to our colleagues, we now have an update on the situation in Westbrook. It's not possible to give the exact number of bodies. Some of the skeletons were incomplete, and some must have been lying in these catacombs for a long time. Due to the dry and favorable conditions in there, the bones have been preserved. We estimate that the oldest bones belong to people who died almost 120 years ago. However, the most recent finds were made just 3 years ago. The total number of victims can be estimated around 90. Wow. That's a lot. That's a lot of people that just went missing and nobody accounted for them. And nobody even looked for them. Well, they might have looked for them, but nobody accounted for them. And this all happened in Westbrook. 90 people in Westbrook gone. Murders have been committed down there for all that time. What's the next plan? I don't. That's crazy. 90 people, and they were just all there. The investigation continues, of course. However, we won't be taking a look at the oldest finds yet. We have to concentrate on the most recent finds. As I already mentioned, most of them are just about 3 years old. Has a psychopath found these catacombs and conveniently used them for their victims? Or was it the all-seeing one who will also devour your eyes? Kind of like that. And Strasher says, I don't rule anything out. Many thanks for your efforts. It's my job. Oh, and about your request regarding the Mindbender's mask, I'm on it. Perfect. Thank you, says Tim. Yeah. Strasser, you're an absolute champion. Let's talk to Betty. Just wanted to give you a quick update. I've picked up Alicia. We're driving to the nursery now. Please take care of yourselves. Let us know when you get there. Look, take care of yourselves. Don't let Ben get you. It's not good for your health when he's around. Alicia says, it's time. Ace. What's going on, Ace? I guess it really is possible. What do you mean it's possible? Don't have time right now. Sorry. What did you find out? Ace. It's simply hard to believe how capable we humans are if we just want to. Unknown is simply incredible. Incredible. He wants to kill Amy. What exactly do you mean incredible, Ace? Just wanted to give you a quick update. I was able to find references to similar rituals. But no matter who carried them out, nobody managed to put Argus on a leash. Until Unknown came along. Until spelled wrong, by the way. I just noticed that. I'm on the verge of important insights. I can feel it. I'll be in touch again. Oh, Betty's calling. Did they find the hemlock? Ew. What happened? Is the call gonna end? I mean, that was definitely Argus or something. I don't know who that was screaming in the background, but that was definitely something. I think Argus is just messing with the phones. But I don't know, is Argus ever gonna hang up? I gotta hang up? I'll hang up. Don't worry. I'll end the call. That was weird. That was wild. That didn't sound good. Are you guys all right? Did everybody get the call like me? Betty, what was that call about? Yeah, so everybody got the call. What are you talking about? I didn't call? Yeah, you did, Betty. Everybody got it. Anyway, quick update, guys. I've picked up Alicia and we're driving to the nursery. You already said that. You already said that. You said just to give you a quick update. I picked up Alicia and we're driving to the nursery. You already said that. This is damn deja vu. A deja vu? Why is that? And which call do you mean? What the hell's going on? Betty, you wrote earlier that you were leaving. Then we got a super scary phone call. Maybe scary for Ben. I wasn't scared. And now you've suddenly written the same thing again. That's sick. You really didn't notice any of this. Betty, are you sure you hadn't written anything like this before? How do we know that it's really you now? Yeah, how do we know? Because things are acting up. And maybe Argus is just messing with our phone again.
Hey there. I have no idea how to prove it to you. But believe me, this time it's really us.
Yeah, it's exactly what Argus would say. It's really hard to know what to believe anymore. Will we ever get used to this psycho crap? Doubt it. Juna! We haven't talked to Juna in a while. You know who else we haven't talked to in a while? Anybody from Love Radar. All of our love is just like ignoring us and not even talking to us anymore. It's kind of rude. Kind of rude, all of you Love Radar people. Cleo. Who is it? Cleo, Julia, I think. Who else is part of this Love Radar? I don't even remember because it's been so long. Melissa, Cindy, Jasmine, Julia, Cleo. Nobody's talking to me no more. Kind of mean, kind of rude. Just saying. Juno talked to me, though. Juno says, I still can't comprehend it all. I'm fighting against the pain. My sister was my rock. I was trying to keep my composure, and then I'm being accused of doing something so cruel. I'm supposed to be behind the Argus murders? Me? I get arrested shortly after you questioned me about Luis. Look, I had nothing to do with it, Juna. I promise you, it had nothing to do with me. Sorry, Juna, it was all just a huge misunderstanding. I still don't really trust you. Don't trust you, Juna. No, look, it was just a huge misunderstanding, Juna. It was not me. A misunderstanding that would have destroyed my life for good. I thought we were similar. We are similar, Juna. How could my DNA get into Luis's apartment? I don't know. I didn't put it there. I still don't understand it. Neither do I. Is there a higher power at play? Argus, Ben, Or are you trying to pin it on me? Not me. It's not me. I could have never hurt these. Fucking Sabrina. Or Serena. Whatever her damn name is. The damn thing. Or are you trying to pin it on me? I could have never hurt these women. I know that, Juna. I know you could never done that. I'm not pinning anything on you, Juna. Look, Juna's upset at one of you guys for framing her, Ben. Juna's really upset with you, Ben. But she just talked to me a little bit. Just texted me. Of course, Ben would be the first one to respond. It's hard to know whether to believe her or not. Of course, yeah, you would say that, Ben. Just still trying to pin it on Juna. Still trying to pin everything on Juna, trying to frame Juna for your actions, Ben. I see right through you, Ben. I see right through you. I see what you've done. Sometimes she seems so crazy that you believe she can do anything. But then she sounds genuinely concerned. So that you almost feel sorry for her. Alicia says, my opinion hasn't changed a bit. Juna was already acting crazy when Lily and I were with her. Shortly afterwards, my sister was killed. But that's not all. Then Juna's DNA is found in Luis's apartment. And the first thing she does after her release is to contact Tongue-Tied. Could it be any more suspicious? Look, Alicia, don't fall into the trap. Don't fall into this framing trap that Ben is trying to pull off. It's not going to work on me. I'm more with Ben. I don't know if I can trust Juna or not. I now believe she's innocent. I find her behavior strange. She's still suspicious. Look, I believe Juna is innocent. I believe Ben is super guilty. And I'm not going to stop saying it. I don't care how many comments I get about how it doesn't make sense that Ben is unknown. It doesn't. I'm going to talk about it until I'm proven wrong. And then when I'm proven right, I can say, haha, I was right and you were not. I will have the last laugh when I'm proven right about Ben. Guys, says Carl, we need to focus on Argus first. Jenny's life is in danger because of this monster. I hope so much that she makes it. As soon as we've destroyed Argus, Alicia is super mad with me. as soon as we've destroyed Argus, we'll take care of the murderer. We can't fight two powerful opponents at the same time. And Ben says, you're right, Carl. And Ben will say that you're right, Carl, because Ben knows that you can't fight Argus and him at the same time. Like that's just the truth. But Alicia's really upset with me right now. It's just like bullshit. What's up with this red room? I don't remember doing all that red room again. I'm sure Juna has something to do with the murders. So why wait? How can you think she's innocent? I want us to go one step further. One step further? What are you planning to do? Shouldn't we discuss this in group? What are you planning to do? We have two options. First option. Either we confront unknown with the fact that we think they're Juna, or we confront Juna with the fact that we think she's the murderer. What do you think makes more sense? Who do you want to contact? Neither. Neither makes more sense because we need to do this not with Juna, but with Ben. That's what makes more sense. Neither of them. Unknown, Juna, neither. Neither of them, Alicia. There's a third option there, and that's neither. That leads to nothing. That's far too dangerous. Carl's right. We need to focus on Argus first. It literally will lead to nothing. But Carl's also right. We do need to focus on Argus. But it literally leads to nothing because Juna's not unknown and unknown's not Juna. It's Ben is unknown and unknown is Ben. I don't know how many times I have to say this until you guys start believing me. I have a feeling Juna's getting ready to die. That's not good. Why? Does simply do nothing lead to more? I'm not saying doing nothing leads to more. I'm saying doing nothing will lead to less. And the less is, framing and accusing somebody who has nothing to do with it. Like doing something by confronting unknown about Juna does waste time, but it's also confronting unknown or Juna about Juna or unknown when it won't even lead to anything. It's not going to lead to anything anyways. But we just saw an eyeless Juna. I have a feeling Juna's next. Jenny's awake. Oh my god, Jenny. Ben's shocked. Ben's so surprised that Jenny's still alive. Where are you? Are you okay? We know that she's at St. Peter's Hospital. Let her talk first, Ben. Argus, it suddenly stood in front of me and attacked me. The next thing I remember is waking up here in the hospital. I've already read the chat history. If that priest hadn't showed up, Argus would have killed me. What did the doctor say? How are you? Is there anything we can do for you? Yeah, how can we help, Jenny? No, you have to keep fighting while I'm out of action. My wounds are cleaned and stitched up. I'm about to get a prophylactic rabies vaccination. This is probably the rule if you have been attacked by a wild animal, except that the wild beast is actually an ancient deity. What exactly did you tell the doctors? Get a good checkup. You'll be safe in the hospital. Except that the wild beast is actually an ancient deity. I don't know what kind of medication you give for that. This is madness. But guys, I have the soil. Together with Betty's eyelid lock, we're in possession of 2 components of the ritual. And Strasser's going to get us a third. Strasser's getting us that mask. And soon we'll have a third object. And then Alicia and Betty, they're going to get the Hemlock. We're going to have all the objects. Betty and I have just arrived at the nursery. Perfect. So good. No quip this time, Ben? Does this remind you of Nursery Cemetery? Hey, I'm just always trying to lighten things up and relieve, not relive the tension, but relieve the tension. I like that. Sometimes you achieve the exact opposite. I don't know. I'm trying to improve my relationship with Ben, seeing as how he's the bad guy. Guys, I have to go to my next checkup. Take care of yourselves. You too, Jenny. And Jenny is offline. The nursery consists of a large building and 3 small greenhouses. We're walking to the main entrance. A poisonous plant is certainly safely locked away in the main house. Fuck. Is it locked? Betty heard something in the neighboring forest. Probably Argus or Ben. Who knows? Who knows at this point whether it's Argus or Ben? Probably one and the same. No idea. Listen, Argus has already surprised Jenny. It could be around there too. We'll watch out. We're also armed with a knife. That is not going to do anything to an ancient deity. We're now at the main entrance. Of course, the door is locked. And there's also no electric lock that tongue-tied could hack. Looks like you're just busting out the window with your knife. You got this, Jenny. I mean, not Jenny, Alicia. What if you take a look at the small greenhouse first? Perhaps there's an emergency exit that's electronically secured. I'm relieved. Maybe there's an emergency exit that's electronically secured. Probably not. I can't imagine that being the case. We noticed it when we were walking around the building, but we'll surely need a key for that too. You know what? Screw it. Break the window, Alicia. You know you want to. I'll throw a brick through the window. Let's go. Just grab the hemlock and get the hell out of there. You can't be serious. Alicia, if the building has an alarm, that's it. Nonsense. The building is ancient. They don't even have an electric door lock. Betty, can't you talk some sense into Alicia? And what if it does? I don't think there's an alarm. Look, I don't think there's an alarm either. Throw that brick, Alicia. Grab the hemlock and get out as quick as possible. Yeah. Do it, Alicia. Okay. Good luck. Oh, no.
See? I told you. There's no alarm.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yep. But you know what? It wasn't going to matter. It wasn't going to matter whether I agreed with Alicia or not. She was still going to throw that brick. She was still going to set the alarm off. It was going to happen. It was inevitable. It was inevitable. Oh, fuck. What now? Shadow. Maybe Shadow can get the alarm turned off. Or maybe Shadow can, like, mess with the police, like, radar or dispatch or something like that. Oh, dear. What are you guys doing? It's a good thing I'm keeping my eye on everything and follow what's happening on your side. You're talking about the alarm? You're spying on me? What are you supposed to do? Like, you talking about the alarm? Look, I got that handled. I got this, Shadow. Don't even worry about it. Yes, wasn't it pretty obvious that this would go wrong? No, wasn't that obvious. Anyway, doesn't matter right now. We've got to be quick. I'll cut the connection of the security system to the local police. And you'll hack into the nursery and turn off the alarm. That's perfect. That sounds perfect. Why didn't I think of that? Okay, and how do I do that? Look, thanks, Shadow. Appreciate it. I'll prepare everything. You tell your group. Guess what, guys? I may have found a way to turn off the alarm. Because I'm a genius. Please be quick, tongue-tied. Considering how loud the alarm is, the place will soon be swarming with spectators. That was a crazy idea. Hindsight is 2020. And hindsight being 2020 works 100% of the time. And now it looks like we have some hacking simulation to do to be able to turn off this alarm, and we will do that, and we'll start up again in the next video. It looks like we're down to only essentially one more item, because Jenny's got the soil, Betty's got the eyelid lock, Alicia's about to have the hemlock. All we need is the mask, and really we're just waiting for Strasser to get us the mask, and then we can start our ritual to destroy Argus and save the entire world. I would say save the galaxy, but clearly Argus has already been beaten by other deities, so it's not like Argus is going to take over the galaxy, because he's not even strong enough. He's already been beaten by other deities, and a little weak Argus, but and then he's about to get beat by us too. So hope you guys have been enjoying Argus as much as I have. If you have, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel down below, and join the Tethered for more content just like this. As always, thanks for watching. Love you all. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.